Up next, a healthier watershed with Green Streets, and the Vital Living Network keeps seniors educated, active, and involved. Stay tuned. The Montgomery County Green Streets program helps slow down and clean polluted water that enters our streams and rivers as it rains. To do this, Green Streets retrofits neighborhoods with bioretention cells, rain gardens, grass swales, tree boxes, curb extensions, and permeable pavers.
Green Streets is a Montgomery County Department of Environmental Protection initiative to capture and filter runoff coming from neighborhood streets. Many of these older neighborhoods were developed prior to stormwater management. So a lot of these areas are connected from the rooftop to the driveway to the road, and it's very important to be able to capture that water. So throughout all these areas of Silver Spring and throughout the county, there are a lot of areas that are uncontrolled paved surfaces that we need to manage to improve the health of our local streams in the Chesapeake Bay.
Green Streets is a really terrific and effective county program to manage our stormwater runoff. There's a lot of neighborhoods, especially in hilly areas like near Sligo Park Hills, benefited from this in my district recently, where they used to have stormwater rushing downhill, down steep hills across people's front yards to Sligo Creek every time there was a big rainstorm. With Green Streets, the DEP has come in and set up, use different strategies to capture the rainwater right there.
We've gone through and looked at over 900 neighborhoods throughout the county and prioritized those areas.
Since 2011, 10 Green Streets projects have been completed. 2 are in construction and 7 are in design. The Sligo Park Hills neighborhood was completed in October 2014.
We have a pretty small hilly neighborhood and our streets were a mess, and we were due to get road replacement. So when the Department of Transportation came in to look at the roads, I said maybe we should consider doing some Green Street kind of projects. And they were dubious. So I went to DEP, to the Rainscapes program, and I said, because I've worked with folks at the DEP before, and I said, hey, let's just look at this and see if we could do something a little more green, a little more comprehensive. And they looked and said, sure, let's do it. And that started us out on the project.
Well, we have a team within our group that comes out and we engage the community through various processes. One is through the Rainscapes process, which looks at on-site runoff coming from people's homes on their personal property. And also through our group, we work with the community through various meetings and street walks and so forth to gather their input and engage them through the entire process.
This group really walked the walk in terms of staying connected with people in the community throughout the process, from the very beginning through the very end. When you first look at a plan, you know, most of us can't take that plan and envision what it's going to look like. And once you start to see how things are emerging, you might say, oh, wait a minute, I might like something a little different here given the potential aesthetics of this. And these guys were really, really willing to step in and work with you as much as possible to make changes, to discuss what was going on, to help you understand why it was happening.
So the water flows down the street, it flows into this bioretention cell. As it flows through the inlet, it enters the facility, and the plants here that are all native plants that have been selected for this area based on the site conditions for the neighborhood. These plants provide an aesthetic value, also a value for wildlife and pollinators. As the water filters across the surface of the facility, it is able to soak down into the soil. These bioretention facilities are designed to drain within 48 hours, so mosquitoes are not a problem. The mosquito breeding period, it takes between 5 to 10 days for a mosquito to lay its eggs and emerge as an adult. The water eventually leaves through an under drain, which is connected to the storm drain system, which eventually leads to Sligo Creek. The water is treated and filtered through these practices, which then helps to improve the stream health of Sligo Creek in the Chesapeake Bay.
from the shovel in the ground, it took another roughly year and a half once the construction actually started. Big holes in the ground, lots of earth moving equipment, lots of dump trucks moving in and out with soil, and these funny what I call ice cube tray things to store water and plants and mulch and all the rest. So that's a good year and a half, give or take a few months.
I remember when they were doing the project, they would put signs up every couple of days about where things were going to happen, which is extremely unusual in terms of keeping everybody informed as to when you might have to move a car, but giving you a couple of days on that, rather than just appearing all of a sudden and you having to accommodate to them.
They were very good about presenting plans with enough time to review them, and then even at the stage where they were constructing them, we were still able to add input. So in our case, for example, it was too close to our front stairs, so they ended the garden 4 feet further back from the stairway, which helped us maintain the border around the stairs that we already had. And in most cases, when they were doing the plantings, we were able to comment about what type of plants and where they were located. So it was easy working with them to get a product in the end that we felt like represented a good integration with what we already had.
Surface water management control, it's fantastic, and the plants that you've chosen is just perfect.
In addition to design and construction, the Green Streets team maintains the assets.
Partnerships involve a lot of different agencies and funding sources, so I'd like to also thank Rainscapes, Department of Transportation, the Chesapeake Bay Trust Fund, who helped fund this project and many other projects that we're working on throughout the county.
It's like, woohoo! This is working, because when you have an inch of rain, that's the effort. To capture that inch of rain, that's where there's the most pollution, initial pollution, and silt and other things that you want to try to capture. Those projects in the hardest and the most challenging street are capturing an inch of rain. Everything I get from people is how beautiful this is, and some of it's new streets and some of it's curbs, but a lot of it is, wow, this is prettier than I thought it was going to be.
For more information about Green Streets, go to montgomery.gov/DEP/water/green-streets. To learn how you can help with stormwater management on your own property, go to rainscapes.org. Montgomery County's population is approximately 1 million people. Did you know that 1/3 of our residents are over 50 years old? The Vital Living Network, or VLN, was organized to serve them. Here's more.
The Vital Living Network, in a nutshell, is an organization of individuals who are committed to informing the county's population about the opportunities for older adults in the county.
We want to both promote quality of life and also enable people to get involved with the county and contribute to the county.
The Vital Living Network is a group of county and community leaders who are focused on vital living for seniors through lifelong learning, through volunteering, through employment, just getting people engaged and really thriving in their environment to keep them in Montgomery County as well.
We have always tried to make certain that our seniors are as comfortable as they can be. We have programs for seniors. In my former life, I was the mayor of Gaithersburg. We had a senior center, a very popular, and still do, a very popular place. And Montgomery County is doing very similar things.
We have a wonderful community, and our seniors are such an important part of our community, and we are committed to our seniors. We want our seniors to stay in place. We pride ourselves on being a community for a lifetime. We are working very hard to make sure that they have the services and that they can live a full, rich, enlivened life.
In a survey that was recently done by the county executive, 85% of the seniors in Montgomery County want to stay here. And in Montgomery County, which is unique in terms of its talent and the diversity of the population, 43,000 of the seniors speak languages other than English at home. So we have a diverse population but we think they're united by the desire to stay engaged and stay active and stay healthy.
Well, it began as a sort of partnership between government agencies and the county that provides services and programs that appeal to older adults, people 55 and over, and then a combination of nonprofits and individuals with an interest in aging. We have a number of people who had worked in aging and are retired but continue to want to work in the field, and we have some wonderful talent that way.
The whole idea was to say, okay, well, what can we do as a county to keep people here? We don't want them all going to Florida. So, you know, we want our tax structure to stay firm, and we want to offer the services that they want. So a few of us got together, kind of the movers and the shakers, and said, okay, well, what are we offering? What can we do? What can we plan for the future? So that's how it all started.
We see seniors pitching in terms of what we call civic engagement, becoming more involved to make Montgomery a good place to live.
The largest senior center is the one we're sitting in now, which was an old elementary school, so the building is probably 70 years old almost, and was made into a senior center about 35 years ago. And there's so much offered here. I mean, any kind of course that you might need, a driving course, you want to learn Spanish, you want to learn French, you want to learn how to swim, you go to the aquatic center. I mean, whatever you want to do, and even if you don't know that you want to do it, you take one of the recreation pamphlets out and you say, hey, this could be for me. So it's just a question of putting yourself out there a little bit.
Certainly part of Vital Living is giving back to the community and being engaged, and because there are so many benefits to volunteering, studies have shown that it increases your life and it increases, decreases social isolation, and you meet great people. That's the biggest secret of volunteering. You meet like-minded people who want to do good. And if you find something that's your passion that you want to look forward to doing every day, that's a great volunteer match. There's also a helper's high that they've demonstrated of volunteering, that not only does the beneficiary benefit, but the giver also benefits. So it's a win-win.
Another big theme for us has been lifelong learning. We have a representative of the Montgomery College Lifelong Learning Center.
Lifelong Learning Institute is a program that provides educational opportunities for individuals 50 and over at Montgomery College. What distinguishes this program is the fact that we offer a broad variety of choices in courses we offer, in geographical location, and in course format. We also make our courses college quality, as well as provide active learning opportunities with sometimes experiential components. So we keep our students mentally engaged, physically active, and socially engaged as well. We serve normally over 1,000 students per semester, and the range of courses might be from 80 to 100. We also offer students opportunity to take courses at different locations. Our main hub is Gaithersburg Business Training Center, this wonderful modern facility, but we also offer courses on Rockville campus, Germantown, and Tacoma Park, as well as in libraries at senior centers as well.
In the past, the Vital Living Network had a print publication called The Navigator. And we noticed that there were lots of print publications, but the problem with them is that the information changes. So we took the Navigator and transposed it into the Networker. And now with the partnership with Montgomery County Government, Department of Health and Human Services, it's on the county's website. And so our job is really to let people know what's available, what they can do, what are the opportunities, how they can contribute. So we feel like we've been successful, but we have more work to do as a county senior population grows in its numbers and diversity.
To learn more about the Vital Living Network, go to montgomerycountymd.gov and search for Vital Living Networker. The brochure is available in PDF form.